She then told him some of the details about the absolute bloodbath of cuts that Trump forced through today at the FDA and the CDC and the NIH and the other parts of Health and Human Services. Senator Cortez Masto told Senator Booker on the floor tonight about Trump, for example, cutting funding for something called the Healthy Aging Program at the CDC. And that, sounds woo-woo, right? Sounds something light, something that the Trump administration would certainly think expendable. You want to know what the Healthy Aging Program is at the CDC? It's all the government's Alzheimer's programs. Trump just cut them today. Trump today fired 10,000 people who work at the FDA and the CDC and the NIH, including all the people working on Alzheimer's. They cut people working on bird flu and on measles. They cut hundreds of people from the Center for Drug Evaluation. And I'm sure the Trump administration thinks, well, what's the heck's that? Why do we care about that? Drug evaluation? We don't need that. We've got AI. When they cut those hundreds of people from the Center for Drug Evaluation, that's the people who are responsible for the approval of new drugs and also the monitoring of side effects. They also appear to have completely emptied out the part of the government that regulates tobacco, because, there was nothing successful about that. We're going to have more on all of that ahead. But you should also know, to Senator Booker's point that he just made here live, you should also know that when the news of these mass firings of the nation's health experts started getting out this morning, when the word started getting out, within hours, people were lining the streets outside the CDC in Atlanta to protest what Trump was doing, thanking the workers there for their work, telling them the value of the CDC and other health agencies, telling workers there to stay strong, saying that, what madness it is to cut things like tuberculosis monitoring and prevention and treatment, the deadliest disease ever known to humankind.